You know how every small town in India has that one place nobody goes to? For us, it's a dried up cornfield just outside our village near Nagpur. No one farms it anymore. The land's been dead for years. People say it's cursed. Grown-ups call it superstition. But we, my friends and I, we knew better. One night, during our final year of school, my friends dared me to go into the field. Friends, just 10 minutes. Don't be a chicken. It was stupid, I know. But I went. I pushed past the rusted fence and walked into the dry stalks. The air felt wrong, heavy, like something was holding its breath. And then I saw them, eyes. Not just one or two. Rows of them, hidden in the stalks. Human eyes, wide, unblinking, watching me. I froze. My legs wanted to run, but my body wouldn't move. One of the eyes blinked. That's when I screamed and ran. I don't even remember how I got out. But when I did, I was shaking all over. My friends laughed at first until they saw my face. Okay, I couldn't explain what I saw. My parents tried to calm me down, saying I was probably hallucinating. But that night, at exactly 2:11 a.m., I woke up and walked toward the field. I didn't even realize I was doing it. My feet just moved on their own. When my parents locked the doors, I just stood outside, barefoot, staring at the field. And it kept happening. Every night, 2:11 a.m., like something was calling me back. My parents thought I was sleepwalking, maybe traumatized. But I wasn't asleep. I was aware, and I was scared. Then, one night, I was gone. At least, that's what the villagers say. They found my slippers at the edge of the cornfield the next morning. Inside them were corn kernels and human teeth. No one goes near that place anymore. And if you ever pass by a dead field in the dark, listen carefully. Sometimes you'll hear soft footsteps and feel eyes watching you. Yes, I still don't know why we went inside that place. It was March 2024. Hot, sticky Kolkata summer already creeping in. Me, Sunil, and two others from our Urban Explorer group decided to break into that old cinema hall in North Kolkata, the one people whisper about. Built during the British era, it looked like it hadn't seen a full house in decades. Broken ticket booths, vines creeping through, cracked windows, posters peeling off like old skin. Locals say there are 3 floors, but we'd heard the stories. There's a secret 4th floor, hidden since the 1970s. We laughed about it. Ghosts, fake walls, urban legends. It was all content, right? So we went in, silent all over the room, not a whisper, not a sound, just stillness. The inside was worse than we imagined. Dust thick like fog, torn seats, mold climbing the walls. But then, behind the old screen, we found something, a narrow metal door, rusted shut. It took all 4 of us to pry it open. Behind it, a staircase going up, not to the 3rd floor, above it. I remember the moment we stepped on the first step. My phone buzzed once. The stream glitched. People watching later said the screen turned to black and white static. The sound? Gone. Just this humming, like an old film reel, spinning. We reached the top and stood in front of another door. It didn't even feel like the same building. The air was colder, stale. We opened it. What I saw, I don't know how to explain it. The floor was wide open, lined with old film canisters. But the walls, they were moving, not like shadows, like faces pressing out from behind the wall. mouth stitched shut, eyes wide. Sunil screamed, he ran. I think I froze. Someone, maybe Rishi, grabbed my arm. Then everything went black. Next thing I remember, I was outside. Morning light, police, crowd. Sunil was found running down the main road, barefoot, blood all over his feet. He kept screaming. They're in the wall, their mouths. They can't scream. They can't scream. And then he stopped talking. Forever. The other two? Gone. Never found. The place is sealed off now. Officially, there are only 3 floors. Police say there's nothing unusual. Just an old broken building. But sometimes, if you stand near the old screen at night, you'll hear it. The soft click of a film reel spinning, even though the projector's been broken for 20 years. You ever hear strange stories about government buildings, like files that go missing, people vanishing, or cameras going dark for no reason? Most people laugh them off, but this one's real. I used to work night shifts as a janitor in a government office building in Connaught Place, Delhi. A pretty standard job, clean floors, empty bins, sign out, but something always felt off. It was the elevator. Every night, after 2 a.m., I'd hear it move. No one called it, no one pressed the button, but it moved, up and down, always between random floors. One night, I saw him, a man, middle-aged, clean-shaven, wearing an old-style government uniform, not one I'd seen before. He never looked at anyone, never pressed a button, just stepped in, waited, and vanished. I asked around. The guard, the elevator guy, even the T-man, they all saw him. Always the same, silent, empty lift, appears after 2 a.m., disappears before 3. People called him Akri Sawari, the last passenger. One night I got curious, or maybe stupid. At exactly 2:08 in the morning, the elevator dinged. Doors opened, no one inside, but then I saw him in the mirror, reflected, standing in the corner. I stepped in. He didn't move, didn't blink, just stared straight ahead. The elevator didn't stop at any known floor. It went down, past the ground floor, past the basement, and then, ding, it stopped. The doors opened. There was no hallway, no lights, just darkness. Cold, damp, and dead silent. He stepped out. I didn't. I hit the button to go back up. First, the doors closed. Next morning, I told the staff. They didn't believe me. Said that basement floor doesn't exist. Checked the building plans, nothing below B1. But here's the thing. I wasn't the first. Just 3 months ago, another janitor named Mahesh mysteriously vanished during his shift. Last seen near the elevators. Security footage showed him getting in around 2:11 a.m. same time. The doors opened on the basement level, but no one ever got out. The next morning, they found Mahesh's mop and keys on the floor, in front of the sealed basement doors. No sign of him, no CCTV past that point, just static. And the elevator, it's never stopped on that floor again. They say if you stay in that building late enough, especially in summer when the nights feel heavy. You might hear it. A soft ding after 2 a.m. Don't get in, because the man in the elevator, he never rides alone. I drive a night cab in Pune. Quiet roads, radio low, coffee in a paper cup. That's my world after midnight. Old-timers warn us about the woman in sari who stands by the big banyan on the Mumbai highway. They say she flags you down, asks for a lift, stop, and she melts into thin air. Keep going then. Your engine stops just half a kilometer later. I always found it funny. Ghost stories help drivers stay awake, nothing more. It's 2:30 a.m. Rain needles the windshield. Wipers fight to keep up. Headlights cut through fog, and there, right by the curve, she appears. A woman, drenched sari, clinging to her. Hair stuck to her face like black vines. Bare feet in cold water, pooling on the tarmac. She lifts her arm, palm out, the universal sign for stop. My heart hiccups, but my foot stays on the gas. No way I'm falling for a roadside prank. Exactly 500 meters later, the engine coughs, sputters, dies. Dashboard lights wink off one by one until only the hazard button glows red. I laugh, too loud, pretending I'm still in control. Probably water in the plugs, I tell myself. I reach for the ignition. Then I feel it. Wait, as though someone sinks into the back seat. The cab's suspension dips, just a hair, but enough. Instinct turns my head toward the rearview mirror. There she is, inside, silent. Water dripping from her hair, pattering on the leather that I swear was empty a heartbeat ago. Her face is pale, lips bluish, eyes wide, looking right through me. The door flies open before I register my own hand on the handle. Cold rain slashes my cheeks as I tumble onto the shoulder, shoes skidding in mud. I run, not far, just to the middle of the road, but my legs refuse more. I turn back. Cab sits there, hazards blinking, windows fogged, no silhouette inside now. I shout nonsense prayers, curses, until my voice frays. No answer but wind and rain. They find me at dawn. Villagers on bicycles, eyes wide at a grown man trembling like a child. I point at the cab, babbling. They force the doors. Interior is bone dry. Back seat spotless. No wet footprints, no water stains. Mechanic starts the engine on the first twist, purrs like new. Locals tell me a woman drowned in the flooded underpass near that curve years ago. Missed the last bus, tried to walk home, never made it. Now she waits for a ride the way she waited that night. Hand outstretched, hope fading, rain pouring. I quit the night shift after that. But sometimes, cruising the city at dusk, I catch myself checking the mirror,